Hi there, we're going to do more practice with congruent triangles. I have this image up at the top, which I think is a really helpful screenshot to have handy. That way it really just helps you see the ones that work and the ones that don't work. What I'm going to have you guys do first is try this entire first page. Come back when you're ready to go over all of the answers. Okay, so hopefully you're ready to go over them now. And I'm going to take you through my thinking and how I would approach something like this. So on number 16, I'm seeing that this right angle is similar. And I'm seeing that they must have the hypotenuse of each of these right triangles be the same. So I know that these sides are the same. Now, that's not enough information. You might argue that you could say like, well, it looks like it's a rectangle, so it's probably like that these two are the same. But I'm not sure that you can assume that. So one answer I would accept for this is just to say no. Like, no, they're not congruent. If you did want to think really outside the box, though, I think there is another creative solution you might have come across, which is that if we think of these two as parallel lines because of the right angle, and then we think of this as a transversal going through the two parallel lines, we can actually use some of the rules for like alternate exterior and alternate interior to figure out that maybe some of these angles are congruent. So if you use that type of thinking, I think that's valid. So my answer was no based on what we're given, but if you kind of thought out of the box and were able to prove that other sides were congruent as well and other angles were congruent, I think there's an argument you could make for yes. All right, not an ideal one to start off with because it possibly has two answers depending on how you thought about it. But number 17, I think this one will be a little bit more straightforward. So we know that they must share a right angle because if that's a right angle on the right side, it must be a right angle on the left side because they're supplementary. I know that they also must share the hypotenuse of the triangles, and I know that they must share the leg of the triangles. So this would be hypotenuse leg. The pink is the hypotenuse, the yellow is the leg. So KLP is congruent to MLP. The K and the M match up, and then the L and the P stay the same. All right, next one. So I see that they share these sides, and they also must share this side that they both have. But that's all the information I'm given. I don't have anything about the angles. So no, this is not enough. No, these are not congruent. All right, number 19. I know that they share this side, and I know that they share this angle. But that's all I know. One side and one angle. That's not enough. So no, they are not congruent. Next one. Here, let's see. So I know more about angles. I know that these angles with the double notches are the same. And I know that these angles with the single notches are the same. And I know that they share this side in the middle that they both have. So I have here angle, side, angle. There's the blue and the purple angles with the pink side in between. So yes. I know that S and U must match up because they're both the ones that are across from the two angles. And I know that T in the first triangle, so this is the STV triangle, and I'm trying to compare it to the TUV triangle. T in the first triangle goes with purple. So in the second triangle, it's V that goes with purple. In the first triangle, V goes with blue. So in the second triangle, T goes with blue. So UVT. All right, next problem. So I know that they have these sides in common, and I know that they have these angles in common. Do I know anything else? I do actually. I see vertical angles right here. Vertical angles must be congruent to each other. So that's a third piece of information that we have. So let's figure out if this is one of the postulates that work or not. I have two angles in a row. So it goes angle, angle, and then I have a side. Yep, that does work. Angle, angle, side is on the list of things that work. So that would be angle, angle, side. And then I'm doubting myself, but I think that's right. Yeah, okay. And then W is blue, matches up with A, which is blue. X is nothing, matches up with Z, that's nothing. Y is purple, and Y is purple on the other one too. So A, Z, Y. All right, next one. So let's see what I have here. I have these two angles are the same. And because of vertical angles, I have these two that are the same. And I have a side that's the same. So I have two angles in a row. Let's see if this will work. And then I have a side. Yep, that is on my list of things that work. Angle, angle, side. So yes. I feel like I've been forgetting to write yes, just on the last one. Okay. And then B and D both have nothing. C is blue on both of them. E and F are the two purple ones. All right, and the next one. So here I know that these two sides are the same. They're congruent. I know that these two angles are congruent, but that's not enough information. That's just two pieces. I don't see anything else that I know for sure. So nope. They might be congruent, but I don't have enough information, so no. All right, last one on the page. I know that these two angles are congruent, and I know that these two sides are congruent. Same thing as before. That's not enough information. I don't know that anything's a right angle. I don't have anything about the sides. So no